You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow comes and you're still frozen. Not because you don't care, because something inside you is already exhausted before you even begin. You're not lazy. You're carrying something heavier than you realize. It shows up in small ways. You open your laptop and your chest tightens. You think about calling someone back, and suddenly you need to lie down. The dishes stack up. The emails go unanswered. The project sits untouched. And every day, you add another layer of shame. Why can't I just do the thing? Other people seem to move through life with ease. You feel like you're wading through water. The worst part isn't the undone tasks. It's what you start to believe about yourself. That you're weak, undisciplined, a failure in slow motion. You avoid the people who believe in you because you're terrified they'll finally see what you already suspect, that you're not who they thought you were. But here's what's actually happening. You're not broken. You're overloaded. Psychologists call this cognitive load, but it's not just mental. It's emotional weight that your nervous system is trying to process in the background. Every unresolved conversation, every suppressed disappointment, every moment you smiled when you wanted to scream. Your brain has been cataloging all of it. And now, when you try to focus on something simple, like sending an email, your system says, asterisk, not until we deal with what's already here. Asterisk, psychological mechanism. Your brain operates like a computer with too many tabs open. Except the tabs aren't just thoughts. They're unprocessed emotions, unfinished conflicts, unspoken needs. Neuroscience shows us that emotional regulation happens in the prefrontal cortex, the same part of your brain responsible for decision-making, focus, and motivation. When that area is overloaded managing emotional stress, it has less energy for everything else. This is why you can't just push through. Your executive function is already working overtime, keeping you stable. Here's the model to understand. Think of your nervous system like a bank account. Every interaction, every choice, every emotion costs energy. When you're emotionally overloaded, you're operating in deficit. You're not refusing to do the work. You're already doing invisible work just to stay functional. That's not laziness. That's survival mode. Practical framework. So how do you move forward without burning out further? Not by forcing productivity, by reducing the emotional load first. Step 1. Name what's taking up space. Your brain can't process what it can't see. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Write down everything you've been avoiding feeling. Not tasks. Asterisk feeling star. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk. This activates the prefrontal cortex in a different way. When you name an emotion, you shift from feeling it to observing it. Psychologists call this effect labeling. It reduces activity in the amygdala, your brain's threat center. Asterisk real life example asterisk. Instead of, I need to finish the report, right? I'm scared I'll do it wrong and people will think less of me. That's the real tab your brain is holding open. Step 2. Discharge, don't distract. Emotions are physical. They live in your body as tension, heat, heaviness. If you don't move them, they stay. Pick one small physical release every day. Shake your hands for 30 seconds. Hum loudly in the shower. Punch a pillow. Cry if it comes. Asterisk why it works, asterisk. The vagus nerve, the main highway between your brain and body, responds to physical movement. When you discharge emotion physically, you complete the stress cycle. Your nervous system gets the message. Asterisk threat over. We can rest now. Asterisk. Asterisk real life example asterisk. Before sitting down to work, spend 2 minutes shaking your body. It sounds silly, but it works because you're not calming your mind, you're calming your system. Step 3. Shrink the demand. Overloaded brains can't handle big asks, but they can handle micro commitments. Don't say, I'll clean the kitchen. Say, I'll put one dish in the dishwasher. Asterisk why it works, asterisk. This is based on behavioral activation therapy. When you're emotionally drained, your brain predicts that action will make things worse. Tiny actions prove the prediction wrong, and that builds momentum. Asterisk real life example asterisk. If you can't write the essay, open the document. That's it. Your brain recalibrates what's possible when you remove the pressure of completion. Step 4. Protect your energy like it's sacred. You've been treating rest like a reward for productivity. But rest is the foundation of productivity. Say no to one thing this week that you'd normally force yourself through. Not forever, just once. Asterisk why it works, asterisk. Chronic stress shrinks the hippocampus, the part of your brain that helps you plan and regulate emotions. Rest isn't laziness. It's neurological repair. Asterisk real life example asterisk. Someone invites you out and you're already tired. You say, I can't this time, but I'd love to another day. It feels vulnerable, but it rebuilds your capacity. Step 5. Reconnect to one safe feeling. Overload disconnects you from yourself. You need an anchor. Choose one small, repeated experience that feels steady. Morning coffee in silence. A song that makes you feel held. A text from one person who doesn't need anything from you. Asterisk why it works, asterisk. The brain learns safety through repetition. When you return to the same safe stimulus, you're training your nervous system that calm is accessible. This is the foundation of grounding techniques in trauma therapy. Asterisk real life example asterisk. Every night before bed, you say one thing aloud that went okay. Not great, just okay. It interrupts the shame spiral and reminds your brain, asterisk you're still here. You're still trying, asterisk. Here's the model to carry with you. You are not a productivity machine that's malfunctioning. You are a human nervous system that's been running on overload. Laziness is refusal. Overload is collapse. And the way forward isn't discipline. It's compassion for the invisible labor you've already been doing. You've been at war with yourself for so long. Calling yourself lazy when you were just tired. Calling yourself weak when you were just trying to survive. What if the kindest thing you could do isn't pushing harder, but finally letting yourself feel what you've been carrying? You're not behind. You're exactly where someone who's been holding all of this would be. And that's not failure. That's strength you didn't even know you had.